fantastic. And as executive director of the Karpov School in Lindsborg, Kansas, what's your day-to-day duties? What kind of stuff are you working on every day?
I wear many hats. Say this way, I'm the face of the school.
The
Yes.
face of the school, and
Yes,
and
I'm doing everything.
always something going on. I'm
Always.
I'm the executive director of the California Youth Chess League nonprofit organization, and one thing that my wife makes sure I do every day is take out the trash and make sure the recycling goes in the recycle. So yeah,
So I'm doing this. So
that's all part of being an executive director,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
We make sure everything gets done.
Yeah. Yeah,
so-
recycle. Yeah, exactly.
So so you're watching your son up there. He's amazing.
You know, I knew that from the beginning.
You knew that right from the start, huh?
Yes, from the start.
Tell us what Timur was like when he was 5 years old.
He was amazing, you know.
At 5, was he jumping out of airplanes? Maybe not yet. Huh?
He was just such kind of kid. I have 3 kids actually. 3 children.
Okay.
So I can compare.
Okay.
And he was such a kid. I was just blessed to be his mother. It's honestly from the bottom of my heart. I was just blessed, and every moment with him was just blessing. And I just his wisdom, his patience, his openness, his big heart.
He's got a big heart.
Yeah, big heart, and his sense of humor. You cannot beat that.
No, he's a lot of fun.
Yes.
He puts a lot of smiles on a lot of people's faces.
He's very playful. Very playful. Even
He is playful.
we had such situation, you know, like oh my God, in the middle of nowhere, like night and lots of travel. You know, this career of grandmaster when he made every year a new title. It's not. It wasn't. It seems like easier, like candidate master sporter, the FIDE master, international master, grandmaster, and it was like jumping from one title to another. But and he handled that very, very beautifully.
No, he was grandmaster by the time he was 15, right?
Yes, he won
crazy.
In Moscow region. It's Serpukhov. It's category A grandmaster level, youth cap, Russian youth cap. So there were stars from all Siberia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan. So cream a la cream.
Yeah.
Of chess society.
And he
I
won
would
that.
say.
And he won that.
He won clear first place, and
Wow.
it was 19 players, so it's 18 games, 2 games a day, and it was FIDE control.
Wow.
So
Wow.
and they played table tennis as well.
Wow. And
so it's amazing event.
yeah, that's a lot of chess.
Yeah, clear first place. So.
Yeah. So I mean,
It
and
just-
that's what got him the title.
Yeah, and he won next year. He won Vasilian Cup in Lvov. It's
And where?
Ukraine.
Oh.
It's Ukraine. And again,
Ukraine. Okay.
yeah, cream a la cream of Ukrainian
Okay.
chess players, champions of Europe, champions of world, and you know all this. And Holmov was there. Holmov is very famous chess player from 40s, 50s. He wrote his books. He's extremely famous in Russia. So he just admired Timur. And he won clear again, first clear place.
Wow.
So and it was like Gachina in St. Petersburg region. So many tournaments just clear first place. So it was very impressive.
It sounds like he didn't get second place very often.
No, he had, as a matter of fact, when he became, I think 15 or 16, they shared with his friend, Anton Filipov. He is very famous grandmaster in our country as well,
Oh, okay.
in Russia. So they shared first place in Uzbekistan championship.
Okay.
It's high league. So
Great. Now,
he was
Now, one thing that everybody wants to know about teamwork is when he was a kid and he would lose a game of chess, did he cry?
He cried only once when I asked him, why did you lose?
So the game didn't make him cry, but his mom
no,
made him cry.
I asked him like 3 times, and then he started, Mom, no, why are you asking? And I think he was like maybe 8 years old, and he couldn't explain. He was just so that I was being
God.
so upset.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then like, why did you lose? I don't understand. Why did you lose? Mom, like,
And now, have you ever seen that movie Searching for Bobby Fischer?
Probably.
So there's it's a movie about a young boy and he's getting better at chess, and it's basically about his relationship with his dad. And at one point, the dad says, how can you lose to this, this Potzer, this horrible player? How can you do it? And,
This was my question.
And, so yeah, the boy notices, he looks at his dad and he says, "Why are you standing so far away from me?" His dad was like, he wasn't in the mood to hug his child, and it captured for us a moment that was really important, that it shouldn't be about the winning and losing.
Yes, I agree.
And yet I have another story, because my kindergarten or first grade son, he came out of a tournament. It was the last round, and my wife knew that he needed a win in order to earn a trophy, and he came out, and he used to wear a little tie, a little jacket, looked so cute, and he comes out and she said, "How'd you do?" And he just started bawling, and she picks him up and she's got him in her arms, and some woman walks by and goes, "It's just a game."
It's not
my
life.
my wife is like, it's more, just like, be quiet. So it's tough to see our children go and battle like this and not always win, but most of the time they're not going to win.
I mean, you need to learn how to lose. Actually, chess teaches that.
Oh, yeah.
Chess teaches how to
Especially if you
lose
play like
and
me.
saving your face, saving your soul, saving your mood. Still, life's still beautiful. Life's still amazing. We still have to celebrate life. It doesn't mean win or lose. It's not about game. It's about life. It's about style of life. Because chess gives to kids so much, and they became completely different people when they involved to chess. You see in their eyes different expression. They became smarter. They became noble. They patient. It's just different. You never meet the same eyes in different kind of city. I mean, soccer, volleyball, football, it's amazing sports, but they have different eyes.
Different eyes.
Yes, different look.
Different outlooks. You're
Yeah,
right.
different. They look different. They act different.
It's funny, because as you were talking, I was thinking, if that was just written down and somebody asked me who said this, I would have probably said, "Oh, that's Grandmaster Timur Gariev. He said that." But so now I see. The apple does not fall far from the tree. So he's learned to talk the way he does and think the way he does because of his mom.
But I think, I would say that I learned more from him than I could teach him.
Wow, that's a bold statement from a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, great. I mean,
I'm very proud to be his son. Or
His
his mom.
son.
His mom. His mom. Yeah, I just.
Now you are you're also on the health team, as far as helping him to make sure he eats right. It seems you brought me some
Yeah.
fantastically yummy, like lettuce wraps today. What was in that food that you brought me today? It was so good.
Yeah. And actually, as a matter of fact, yesterday with his dad, we were cooking half a day at least. So
Well, it paid off. It was yummy.
Yeah. We used to make parties like for 30 people, and it was like regular, like 5, 6, 7 times a year. So we kind of team to create this party meal. So we cooked green beans, mushrooms, eggplants, and borscht.
And borscht, yeah.
Borscht, Russian borscht.
Russian borscht.
With beets. Yeah.
With beets, okay.
Yeah, you cannot beat this.
You can't beat the beets.
Yeah, you cannot beat this.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, we are so lucky that you had Timur, because
Yeah.
he has done so much for our world and our world, the chess world, in particular, and it's just been so much fun. So to meet his mom and have you here on the air talking to all of our viewers, I think everybody out there would like to say thank you as well. So you can say you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for this event. I'm very thankful to everyone who was involved with this event. First of all, Jennifer, Mark Kopp, his friend, and his, like close chess active friend.
Always
And,
buddies, yeah.
yes, and everyone who helped with this, and you guys, you just amazing crew. You're doing such amazing job.
These producers are great. And,
yeah, producer and all.
they just keep pumping me with caffeine, so yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, coffee. So thank you everyone, and thank you our listeners and viewers for attention to our program and to this event. Thank you so much.
Well, Anna, thank you so much, and we are indeed fortunate to have Timur, and he's now won 19 games and just 3 losses. He's cruising through the field, so he's finished a total of 23 games. He's almost halfway there. I know there's a lot of course, games that are getting pretty close out there right now. So we're going to check out the progress, and I don't know. I'm extrapolating and thinking we might be out of here by about 3 a.m. or so. And,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I think we'll get out of here a little earlier than that. So, but anyway, thank you so much for your time, and I think why don't we head back out to the floor and see what's happening out there.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.